I'm here with State Senator Michael McLachlan, and could you tell us what your campaign is all about this year?
This year, all the voters really care about is jobs and the economy, and we're very focused on that, as I have been for the last 6 years at the state capitol. You know, we've really struggled in Connecticut. We're coming out of the terrible recession of 2008 and 9. And what's happened is the new administration that now is up for re-election has given us the biggest tax increase in the history of the state of Connecticut. And we have to roll back that tax increase, but we also have to roll back a lot of burdensome business regulations that are squelching job growth in Connecticut. The economy is what we are focused on this year. There are many other very important issues, but what I'm hearing from all of my constituents, time and time again, is what are you going to do about jobs in Connecticut? And that's really what we need to be focused on.
Then would that also reflect on the housing market, which is another issue?
Well, it's a good point. I'm a commercial realtor. It's my other job, my real job. As those of you who don't know, the state legislature in Connecticut is a citizen legislature that requires us to be part-time at that job and have another job to survive on. So I make my living in the real estate business, and I will tell you that we are still struggling a bit in that business. My partner does residential real estate and has told me time and time again over the last several months that although there is more activity than we saw in the last couple of years, the prices are still staying stagnant, and that doesn't bode well for folks who are approaching retirement years and are counting on some equity in their home to cash out at some point to use for their retirement. So it's a buyer's market, that is good, but the problem is that there are far too many people who don't qualify for a mortgage under the stricter guidelines that exist today to qualify for a mortgage. So it's sort of a double-edged sword. The prices are stagnant, but yet we're still seeing a challenge for new homeowners, first-time buyers, and people who are considering an upgrade to a larger home can ill afford to do it right now. A lot of them are staying where they are, and if they currently are a homeowner, they're spending a little bit of money to fix up their old house instead of buying a new one. We all know that the economy is driven by housing. If we can get the housing market back up and strong in Connecticut, that's going to make a big difference for the jobs and the economy in general in the state of Connecticut.
Okay, one other very hot topic was the gun issue. Whether there should be background checks, or whether there should be guns in schools, or whether there should be some sort of special consideration for the larger types of guns. Where do you come in on that?
Well, listen, we could spend an hour talking about that right now, and we only have a couple of minutes. I supported the gun bill that came as a result of the tragedy in Sandy Hook. I will tell you that in the past I have been a very strong supporter of Second Amendment rights. I still feel strongly about that, but I believe that the gun bill that passed was a somewhat measured response. It needs to be fine-tuned, and I say that because I believe that it failed to address in a great way mental health issues, which were really what the problem was with the tragedy of Sandy Hook. So we've got a lot more work to do.
Thank you very much, Senator McLachlan.
Thank you for your hard work.